This is feeling log 1 through 5 of my writing. I feel an endless feel or sadness. I fell so far into darkness that my soul could not comprehend where I was. Even if I felt better, my heart was still in the shadows of my mind. I don't know who I am anymore. All I see is darkness. My soul aches to be heard, yet even if I cry, I still am not seen. As if I am not here anymore. All I see around me are demons. A small angel of all that he has. Where did I go wrong? I thought because I did not know where I was, my eyes were sore. My teeth grinding like missiles, my skin open sores, walking on pillars of bitter salts. My anguish was endless. I felt my life fall in the shambles. Before my eyes. The pain when was the body would ache. Made me lay down. I could not stand. I knew that I would be here forever. For not believing that simple prayer, if I would have, I would not be ever in this mess. Okay, number 2, feeling log 2. I see so much laughter. With the blood dripping from my brow, I was beaten from time to time. The whips were hurtful, like small bullets breaking and tore skin of my back. The hammers of fists that came my way, battering me with bruises and small cuts. The evil ones continued. There was a rain over me, and I was thrown into a dark room. With shackles, they hooked me. Till they began to burn my skin. It was so painful, I passed out. When I awoke, I was greeted with bread. I drank and gagged to the smell of the wine. They dragged me out, connected my skin to a wall, and forced me to rip them out one by one. The pain was like small knives ripping into my back. By then, I knew I had no hope, and that I was left to die. Minutes later, I was shot and killed. Feeling log 3. I was locked away. I was bloody. My skin was burned, and I was grinding my teeth. I drank sour wine in my cell. I knew I was dazed once or twice. A man came and kicked my head once or twice, and I was stabbed in the back. Every blow I took, I just grunted in a painful manner. He would laugh and say, "You're a slave, and you will be treated as one. You will eat as one, and you will die like one." It burned in my head. I sure knew. It was one thing I sure knew. I was very sick after eating and drinking. I just laid quietly in my cell, wondering what I would have to do into my days to come, and what I am very scared for. I'm very scared for my life. I am at the mercy and the slave owner that refuses to use me and may leave me for dead. I don't even know who I am, where my family is, the one person who I love is, if they're even real. I think that I just have no reason to be here. My mind is set on what he has said. Will he kill me? I was still aching in much pain for the torture. There was deep thrush cuts into my body. The nails were deep in my heels, and the neck had staples stuck in there. Therefore, I could not move my neck from where I was. I cried out for sour wine, for I was sweating blood from my brow, and my mouth was dry. My master, or owner, so I called, came in and dropped a pitcher of wine at my foot. I asked him for a small sponge. He agreed and handed me one. I soaked it and put the sponge into my mouth and drank the sour wine. I stared at the mush of the wet bread at first. I didn't eat anything yet. Then I went ahead to eat. The bread, it had a soft taste. It actually made me happy because it's the first thing I got to eat in a while. And I just smiled slightly. My owner saw me and picked me up and threw me. And he said again, "Why are you happy, slave? I better not see you smile again or I'll padlock it shut." A clear warning had turned quickly into an unsure face. I just rested and fell asleep. I wondered if health would arrive for me. The years have gone by and I'm still trapped deep in this cell. The owner hasn't fed me in 2 days, but he assures I have wine to drink, and only wine. My room consisted of a small dim light, a bathroom, I suppose of some sort, of a pit, and I slept on a pad that would be used for a dog mattress. I had a small pillow filled with old papers and magazine articles. I still had nothing much, but as you can see, I am writing about this, so I have a small notepad and quill and pen. I continue to be beaten, my bones are cracked, my skin is tore, and my face is old, with many wrinkles. I have a small white head of hair, and a small bit of white hair to my chin. As for what I am wearing, a tattered black robe with a small opening from knife holes where I was stabbed and the burns from the fires. If I had known I would be here, not really sure for what I may have done. It had been better in my position. To look back, I treated the poor in a bad manner. I suppose I deserved what was coming to me. I guess I'll have to act better in the future and save the poor people and do more to help them and bring back my family and understand to try to break out of this prison and this embankment. And that is the end of my log, of my 5 logs. The original story takes place in the Soviet Russia Union area in about the 1800s, and the name of the guy is Yashadi. That's his name. It's an Egyptian name, but that is his name. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry that it's not really a video, but it's my story and I wrote it. Alright? Thank you for listening.